Chit Chat Kit Kats. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I got some new shoes. Look how cute those are. So again, the Minnetonka, that's all I wear now but look at these poor sad looking things, I wear the double deer. I love them. They're so comfortable. And that's really all I wear, but we'll see how I fare with these other ones. They've got the hard sole, so I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm going to give them a shot because they're so cute. But we'll see. Anyway, today we have Hogalee time, so I'm looking forward to that. I've ordered a number of more Lenormand things. Now I have 3 decks that I ordered from Australia. Okay, so they're going to take a while to get here. The woman does really lovely, lovely artwork. I'm really excited to get them. I hope it's on good cardstock, but we'll see. But anyway, those things are coming. And I have a few other decks coming. I'm really now starting to get into the Lenormand. I've got to figure out a way that I don't know how people set it up. Does anybody have a clue how they are able to get these overhead shots of things? Because the only way I get them is holding this camera up, and which is difficult to try to hold it still and then doing the reading and everything. So if anybody's got a clue on that, I'd like to know, because I've got no clue how they're doing it. So anyway, that is coming up. I'm like I said, I am really enjoying the Lenormand. Now I have a few different decks. I really love this one. This one that I got. The mystery, I love, love, love the images on this. It's a beautiful deck, but the difficulty is they're so large and I'm working in a little space like this. So trying to put out, 15 cards is what I use when I'm doing my readings is almost impossible with this deck where I'm working here in the living room. Then I have this other deck that I got. Now, I like the images. The thing I don't like on this card, you can see the reflection there and the dark back. It shows every fingerprint, driving me crazy. And there's no way to get around it, So I have got fingerprints all over these. And while it does have extra images in it, which I do like I said, the fingerprints, does that drive anybody else crazy? You've got dark cards and then it shows I don't know if you can see it. There you can see it. See the fingerprints? Drives me crazy. So we have that. And then the ones I used today, I love this one. I cut it way down, but the images on this one are great. They're kind of a little cross between Lenormand, but it does have a few of the elements of tarot in it as well that I'm noticing. And like the fishes were a takeoff on, I think it was Pamela, the one that did the tarot. It's from one of her things. So that's interesting. And instead of having the coffin, we have this one, which is again taken from Lenormand. So I really, really, really like this deck. It gives really good readings for the most part. Then I have the Bluebird deck, okay, which is more of that kind of traditional thing. It's got the insets with the playing cards on it, and then it's got the poetry, the writing about it. which I don't personally care for myself. I think it just takes up extra space. I'd rather have larger images. And then this deck, it was done by a lady, but she's passed. So, but this has the yes and no cards in it, so it does have a little bit of difference. And I would have said this is a great deck for people that are learning because it's got information about the images there, but these are no longer available because she has passed. So what else is going on? Yeah, like I said, I've got other decks coming which I'm interested in. Now, a lot of times when I'm watching something on YouTube, I'll be pulling the cards. And I did that today. I was watching one girl. She does sort of like van life, but she bought this vehicle. It's a large kind of vehicle, and it was from Europe. So she drives from the other side of the car. And she just had it fixed. She was having a short in the system. And I was reading on it, pulling the Lenormand, and I'm just going, oh my God, I really hope it's wrong, because it was showing that she's going to have ongoing problems with this vehicle. She's had this guy that helped her with it, and that was great. He was able to fix that problem. But long term, it looks like there are going to be more breakdowns, more difficulties with this vehicle. If I'm reading the Lenormand correctly, more interruptions in her journey, and she's so happy today because she's going to go across the 50 states. Her and her dog, she's got a little Australian, I think I call it Australian Shepherd. She's got one blue eye and one brown eye. She calls him Blue. Which I think is fabulous. Now, I really, I'm somebody that loves to go to. I've got my van. I'm looking forward to it again, but I've got all these doctor's appointments coming up again. I'm still waiting. I don't know when they're going to open up for the doctors to do the surgery. I'm scheduled to go in to have the acoustic neuroma checked again, which means I have to go for the CT scan with the contrast dye. I don't like having the IV with the contrast, because when they put it in, it flushes through your body and you feel like you're going to pass out. But then it passes. But it's the weirdest thing. The minute they start putting that in, it goes through that system so fast. And you just have this flush of heat. At least I do. That's the way it affects me. Big flush of heat, and I feel like I'm going to totally pass out. On the edge of passing out, but then it passes. So it's not a fun experience. And then you're in there for 20 minutes. You can't move. You breathe and they say, don't move. I'm not moving. So that's always an experience. And I have to go see the doctor that did the gamma knife surgery. I have to go see her again, Dr. Han. So I don't know what she's going to do, but I feel like I've lost more hearing on this side. It's really, today I'm feeling like it's totally, there's nothing, okay? So I'm going to put these in and hopefully I can hear a little something on there. I may have to have these recalibrated because I think I have lost more hearing on this side. That's the thing when you have the gamma knife, whether they do the gamma knife or they open up your head and they do the surgery, you can lose your hearing, which is a big possibility. And I did lose about it feels like 90% now. It was 70, but I think it's more than that. So anyway, why do they recheck it if you've had the acoustic neuroma and you've had the gamma knife surgery, which is basically radiation, very pointed radiation. They put this, I don't know if you've seen, people that are new on my channel haven't seen it, but I do have the picture up there where they had kind of like the halo thing that they put on you, and they screw it into your skin so your head doesn't move. And they give, I think it was 21 bursts of radiation directed right at that tumor. And so I think the follow-up, they want to check and make sure that you're not having any necrosis, because they have to exactly hit the tumor and make sure that it hasn't grown or that you're having necrosis or something like that going on. But what happens, warning for anybody that has an acoustic neuroma, if it's a smaller tumor, and this is something they don't tell you, you can have more difficulty with vertigo, okay? And I had extreme vertigo after the surgery for a year. I could barely walk. I was dizzy and just off center, and trying to keep my balance and walking was really miserable. Okay? And they don't tell you that. They don't tell you that you can have that for a good year. Okay? So, yeah, just know that going in. If you have an acoustic neuroma and then you have to go in and they want to do the gamma knife, okay? So, yeah. But we'll see what happens. So that's been scheduled, and I have to go in for the eye exam. They're going to check for macular degeneration, etc., whatever they do, glaucoma tests, because of my age and stuff. So I got that scheduled, and I'm still waiting to hear back for when they can schedule the thyroidectomy. So I guess the difficulty is they don't have enough OR rooms for all the surgeries that are being done. So I guess it's kind of backlogged, and they have to wait for a rotation to get in the OR room. So I don't know when that's going to come up. And so that's what's going on here today. Like I said, I'm really getting more into doing the Lenormand. And we'll see how that goes. I just need to figure out how to do a bigger space and how you set it up where you can get that overhead thing, so people can see the cards easier when you're doing the Lenormand. Now, I did watch somebody today that did a Lenormand spread on pence, and I should have seen it on my computer because it was a great spread. When I was reading it, the way I read is a little bit different. It was really good information, I'll put it that way, on that spread that she had pulled the cards of. And then she was telling about that particular deck, so I did go on and order that today. She said it was good for political reads. So I'm going to trust her on that because she's been using that deck for a while. So I've ordered that as well. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, my goodness. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to go make my coffee this morning. And the four-leggeds are waiting for their treat. They didn't have one yet today, so they've been kind of bugging me. especially the May, she is such a chow hound. She's been bugging me for the treat. Don't you want to go into the kitchen? Don't you want to go make your coffee and get us a goodie? She's so bad with that. She's laying right behind me. She's a good girl. So anyway, I'm going to go take care of that, get them their goodie, get me my goodie. And I'm going to continue to pull some Lenormand, watch some more videos, pull some more Lenormand. If you're learning Tarot or you're learning Lenormand or you're doing the Kipper, whatever modality you're doing, watch videos, and pull the cards as you're watching it and see how it's lining up with the videos. Now, I had somebody the other day on my channel that said that I read on other information, and it's basically putting out the same thing as they're putting out. I can't help that my readings are tallying with what they're saying. Yeah, but that's it. What else am I going to read on? The political stuff is the political stuff. And so, what am I going to read on that's different? And why is it wrong? Because it's tallying with what others are saying. I don't know. I don't get the viewpoint on that. But anyway, that is what it is. So thanks for tuning in. Much love and light to everyone out there, and I hope you're enjoying your journey, or if not, you're having the difficult time, get whatever lessons you can from it, because those are doors for opportunities somewhere, okay? They're the difficult, I call them the left-handed blessings. You may not see it at the time. I know when I was going through my period of left-handed blessings, I did not see them as blessings at the time. It was like, what the heck is happening? Why am I going through this? Why is this, What's whites, wherefores, Especially if you get into the woe is me saga, the pity party, okay? That doesn't benefit anything. So go through and use it as a point to reflect on and look deeper at it and what one can get from that. And if one looks and is open enough, you will be able to find some benefit within it, okay? A silver lining. There is one there somewhere. You may have to really dig to find it sometimes. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll see you online at Hogali time today. Bye.